Season 2, Episode 5 of the new and improved coffee shop version of the Cinema Dash. I'm Gabs.
And I'm Deej.
And we are literally 2 inches away from the microphone
This
right
is
now.
your ASMR experience from the Cinema Dash.
You like the way I'm talking?
Yeah? To get you all hot and bothered?
Yeah, so let's just do the entire thing like this, don't we?
Yeah.
Why not?
Alright.
Actually, you said you wanted to address the audience with a couple of things, right?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to
Oh,
say...
just go ahead and do it.
All right, yeah. So if you missed last week's episode, I did a little. I started a little series that's going to be uploaded to this channel called Feats of Feature Films. It's pretty much in the similar vein as if you guys watch Every Frame a Painting. And pretty much what it is I talk about movies that are inspiring or that I've been inspired by, and I talk about a certain thing or aspect of the movie that did really well. Like, for instance, last week I talked about Drive and how framing and composition is extremely important in that movie. Yeah, so I don't know when they'll come out, but they'll come out whenever I get an idea or something. So yeah. And number 2 is our...
Shit.
Yeah, that. Number 2 is our good buddies over at Tie Dye Vids released another episode with our other Anthony here.
Yeah.
Another Pokemon episode, so if you guys want to go check that out.
They continually release them on Thursdays, so if you want to go check those out,
Yeah.
description, their link to their channel will be down in the description.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description.
Somewhere on the
in post.
Yeah, in post.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I want to start a new thing where
What's that?
where I ask editing in post Deej to do stuff, as I do with with Andrew on their channel on Tie Dye Vid. So here's what I'm gonna do. So
What are you gonna do?
Editing and post Deej, I just want you to do me a quick favor and find that GIF of Donald Trump doing the weird faces thing, the one you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And just throw it randomly wherever in the episode you feel like it, just wherever you want. Just have fun with it. I want you. It's something I want that you can have fun with. All right. Thank
yeah,
you.
I'll do that.
Just wherever you want, buddy.
And number 3.
Because you're the one editing this, and I'm the one telling you what to do.
You're just here. You're just here. And number 3, I just wanted to address a little thing that a couple of our friends or people that watch the Cinema Dash have been bringing up, and that is
we are not in a relationship.
You know, I really wanted to get that off my chest, and I'm really glad that you did that.
Yeah.
We're not in a relationship. Our friendship is completely platonic. Sure, I mean, we've kissed after a couple episodes, but it was totally like a bro kiss,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
You
it
know,
wasn't like a...
Yeah, I call you sometimes. We just hang out, watch a movie,
Yeah.
play video games, whatever, fuck, and then
to-
we just read a book,
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, so...
Just do what bro things would
Do
do.
it, yeah, exactly.
You
Bro
know,
things
play
we do.
outside.
Like, I charge my crystal, you charge your crystal, and then we're all good, man.
Sometimes they're in the same room. Who
Yeah,
cares?
sometimes in the same
Sometimes we're
room.
in different rooms. Sometimes we're doing it to each other. Who cares?
I mean, sometimes you lick it up off the floor, but hey, I mean, that's you, and I'm
sometimes
okay with
sometimes I just do it in a cup, and then you just kind of eat it, and then whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, sometimes we'll just hang outside, shoot some hoops, maybe throw the ball a little bit, maybe throw our balls a little bit, if you know what I mean. But other than that,
Oh my god.
that's what we do.
Yeah, that's what we do, man.
What bro things
This is
do.
what we do.
So yeah,
all right,
like I
all right,
said,
back on topic.
Like I said, totally straight relationship. Just 2 friends hanging out, doing whatever.
Yeah, totally. Back on topic. Number 3, the thing I wanted to address is that some people are just like, why don't you review this movie? Why don't you review this movie? Like, for instance, last week we didn't review 999, and
We had that planned out.
we had that planned. But like, the thing is, like, we're pretty much on a JonTron schedule with this thing. Like, we make a video whenever we can. Whenever we have, there's a lot of different factors that go into like us producing this thing. Like, one, money, because we're all in college, and both of us are in college, and we need gas money. We need money for a lot of things. 2, exactly it. We're in college, so like we don't have a lot of time. Yeah, it's just time. It's pretty much time constraints. And plus 3 is we only review movies we really wanted to see. You know. I guess we weren't really feeling 999, but we totally were feeling this movie, so we went to go see it, and that's why we didn't see 999.
I was feeling 999 before I heard all the reviews of it being
yeah,
bad.
and then I heard it was like
Just
terrible.
Just you were more up to The Witch than I was, and I wasn't really up to it, but you saw it, so I don't know. Maybe if you want to do anything small with that when it comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just all of these factors culminate into how we really produce the show. It's just we see what we want to see, and then we give our honest opinions of it. And this is all for fun. I mean, we're not looking to like get huge or anything.
Yeah.
This is just so, you know, we could just have a conversation, and then share our thoughts with our friends and
Yeah.
other people that just so happen to stumble upon our channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and number 4, mentioning, you mentioned The Witch before. I ended up seeing The Witch, even though I said we were going to do a review of it, but Anthony wasn't really feeling it, so I was like, all right, that's cool. So I went to go see it with another friend of mine, and if I'm just going to get my really super quick thoughts on it.
Yeah, like I did with The Big Short.
Yeah, like we did with The Big Short. All right, so super, super quick thoughts. The Witch was an absolutely fantastic movie. Great horror movie. Really very atmospheric. The cinematography was absolutely incredible, as per usual. The directing was absolutely fantastic. The acting was absolutely fantastic. If we end up doing a top 10 movie at the end of the year, it's definitely going to be on that. I had a very, very, very good time at that movie. Kept me enthralled, gripped, and absolutely horrified throughout the entire thing. So, I'm really happy. Yeah. Also, I'm really happy that the director of this movie is going on to helm the Nosferatu remake, because honestly, after seeing The Witch, I think it's going to be in good hands. The Nosferatu remake. So, official Cinema Dash rating is I would have a staring contest with 9.5 goats out of 10 to see this for The Witch.
I'm not going to question the whole staring down goats thing. But
don't worry about it.
Yeah, I won't.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I won't. So, yeah.
All right, so yeah,
after spending about 6.5 minutes doing whatever.
So that was just a little intro. Yeah. That was that we had a little that we just wanted to say. Mm-hmm. We appreciate everybody for sticking around. All 22 subscribers, which was really cool actually, because we got. When we started this channel, we didn't think it was gonna get like that big, but like 22 subscribers was really cool to see, like on our thing. Yeah. So and it's not all friends too. It's like some people that that we don't know. So that was also really cool to say.
Hold on one second. I want to check one thing in terms of numbers of subscribers.
Ure thing.
Right here.
Yeah.
So you talk to the audience and just I don't know, do whatever you want with that.
All right. Yeah. So it looks like we got a little me time, audience. So how's everybody's day going today? It's a nice Sunday night. 9:04. Oh, okay. It's a nice Sunday night. 9:04 p.m. Anthony and me are sitting in my room. Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay.
All right, he's good. All right, that's nice to meet. That's nice me time.
So we have a fellow subscriber who often watches the channel. Our good friend Peter.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he's a subscriber of us, and he will probably listen to this. Maybe he won't. Maybe not.
Doesn't matter to us.
Yeah, it honestly doesn't matter. So I just checked on his channel. His channel is a theoretical swag. Don't ask me why. It's pretty fucking stupid. He thinks so too. If he doesn't,
honestly, he should just quit.
He's
compared to us. He's nothing.
He's quit for like a year, maybe a year and a half.
I mean, I think we drove him off, honestly.
So I just wanted to say that with our 22nd subscribers, this puts us one over Peter's channel. So if you want to do us a favor, don't subscribe to his channel. But no, just a little thing. Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah, it's just a little thing we had to get out.
Yeah, fuck you, Peter.
Yeah. So now that we got that all out of the way, a little intro.
It's gonna be really awkward when we have him on the show. Hopefully one day. So
yeah, he's gonna be like, guys, I was just just hanging around and I just noticed one little thing, and then he plays like an audio recording that he saved it for like a year and a half. He saved it for like a year and a half. And he's like, "Yo, what the fuck was that?" He's gonna be like,
yeah.
We're gonna be like, "Oh, well, never mind." That's the episode.
I didn't say
that.
That
never happened. Yeah. All right, so now that we got our introduction out of the way for the 15th time, let's actually talk about the movie that we both saw together.
Yes.
We saw Zootopia, the new Walt Disney animation feature film. Going into this movie, I expected it to be, okay. Because usually whatever Walt Disney produces is pretty good. Like, Wreck-It Ralph was really good. I really enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph. Big Hero 6 was a pretty good movie.
Especially with Walt Disney being dead and him producing a lot of things.
Excuse you, he's actually cryogenically frozen. So
he's not with the living.
Well,
let's put it that
technically not with the living. He's still out there.
Technically, he's not walking amongst us right now.
Fair enough. So, well, I mean, not amongst us because we're in a cramped bedroom in my house, but he's out there.
So yeah,
he's out there.
He's somewhere.
Yeah.
Along with that basketball stadium underneath Disney World, that's also a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. Yep.
There's a basketball stadium underneath Disney World, like the one in Florida. Mm-hmm. Is it like operational?
That's my theory.
That's your theory, yes. Or does it exist?
That's my theory that it exists. There's a basketball.
Go fuck yourself.
There's a working basketball stadium underneath Disney right now.
Well, why do you think that?
Fucking test me out, you viewers out there. Fucking test me.
What's wrong with you?
You know what? I thought I had put sugar in my coffee this morning. I could have been a lot of.
You don't drink coffee.
I kind of want to now.
What's wrong with you?
So I went into Zootopia with some high hopes, you know, because Disney is more or less adapt to putting out quality films.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like this would be more of a child-centric film.
Well, yeah, it was definitely marketed towards kids, as with all of Disney movies, pretty much, except for like Marvel and Star Wars. But like, the thing is, like, going into this movie, like, I expected it to be like well voice acted, well animated, you know, the whole spiel. But coming out of this movie, I really liked this movie.
Yeah.
Like, this movie was great. Like, I like, it was marketed towards kids, but like, there was a lot of adult humor in this movie, and I really, really appreciated it. Like, the writing was absolutely on point.
This is a movie that I think everyone can enjoy.
Oh yeah, everybody. This is definitely like an everybody go see it. Like, whether you're our age or whether you're like a little 6-year-old, like going to see this movie with your parents.
Yeah, whether you're like a 5-year-old or an 81-year-old who has a questionable past, you know, just go in.
Questionable past. Yeah, like if you know, like a little 6-year-old kid, or maybe if you were like a Nazi war criminal back in the day, like everybody could really.
I was gonna say more pedophile, but whatever, that's fine. Or maybe a furry. Furries would definitely love this movie. Furries out there, yeah.
So we're just gonna gloss over the fact that you just promoted that an 81-year-old pedophile is gonna go see this movie so we can go rape kids.
81-year-old pedophilic furry.
Now that's taking it a little too far, kiddo. All right. Anyway,
I think we should talk about what we did before we recorded.
I don't want to talk about what we did before we recorded.
Oh, I wanted to talk about it. All right, so. I think we were looking up pictures of Zootopia. I guess for the thumbnail.
Yeah,
I assume that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
So I was doing all the vocal exercises. Which I don't know if we did that on the mic or not. Whatever. So we're looking at I was doing the little vocal exercises, and he was as well the vocal exercises, and each stumbles upon a picture, a Rule 34 picture of Zootopia, and. Nevertheless,
let's just say,
and then
let's just say Nick Wilde was giving it good to Judy Hopps.
Yeah. So yeah, I was never gonna forget that image. And
such a cute little bunny.
Yeah, and then
getting absolutely defiled by.
Yeah, and then just to make things worse, Deej opened up a incognito tab and proceeded to type in Rule 34 Zootopia into the search bar. Then
Guilty as fucking charged.
They went onto the official Rule 34 website. I don't know the actual name of it.
Yes, you do. Shut your fucking mouth.
It's like a green background. I never go on that, but
I don't go on that, but sure, I've stumbled across content that's been on that. Sure.
Would I masturbate to a picture of a drawing? Not necessarily.
Fine, fucking sue me. I would. I would.
Well, whatever. The point is, he typed it up and he clicked on it, and needless to say, there's a picture.
We were greeted with a lot of pornogaphy.
I just want to say, you want to taste the special sauce of these pies?
I almost just spit water up over the mic.
You won't know unless you go check that
out. No, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
Viewers, that's a you problem.
And I highly suggest that you don't.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
But if you want, we'll put a link in the description.
No, we will not put a link in the description.
So to get back on track.
Zootopia, really good movie.
God.
A lot of adult humor that I thought was really. It wasn't adult humor as in like language or like sexual jokes.
Threw up.
Oh, that's not good.
Whatever, just keep
going. But it wasn't like language or like sex humor, but it was like jokes that kids would like not get.
Yeah.
It's like not something I could describe. It's something you'd have to see for yourself.
Like a DMV joke. They don't know.
Yeah, like a DMV joke. Exactly. That'd be one example of it.
To a kid, the DMV means dinosaur motorized vehicle. Throw that out there.
I mean, pause. That's That's awesome.
It's like,
I'm 19 years old and I want a dinosaur motorized vehicle. Yes, please.
It's called Dinobots from Transformers.
Yeah, but those don't exist.
Yeah, or it could be like Doug's movie.
The Rugrats movie when they have Reptar.
No, it's more like DMV stands for.
Anyway, going on with the review, what we really liked about this movie.
Dad's musical vagina. Yeah. So to continue, we're gonna go on to the story of Zootopia. So if you want to take this away, go ahead, and I'll just
I guess I'll have to. All right, so pretty much
I'm gonna put something in my
the
mouth.
story. The story is kind of cliche, but it's like we have a young rabbit named Judy Hopps, and she really wants to be a police officer. But rabbits are known for being carrot farmers, and
willing to do whatever it takes. I'm sorry, just go keep going.
what is this indecent proposal? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so what happens is we have a young bunny named Judy Hopps, and she wants to be a police officer. And there's never been a bunny police officer before, and it's kind of like that classic like underdog. It's not like a Rocky type thing, but it's that classic underdog story of where a weak character wants to be something that that strong characters mostly want to be.
Pause. I would see a animal version of Rocky.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody would see an animal version of Rocky. Oh, unless you're like Satan or Hitler.
Or that 81,
Stalin.
Or that 81 pedophilia.
Or that 81-year-old pedophilia. Well, that's the creepiest fucking character we've ever made. So anyway, we
put that on the wiki.
Yeah, put that on the wiki. And she goes to this big city. Goes to Zootopia in the big city, and she trains to become a police officer. And eventually, she does become a police officer. Graduates top of her class, and she teams up with this sly fox named Nick Wilde to go find a bunch of missing mammals.
Yeah.
And Nick Wilde's played by Jason Bateman, and Judy Hopps is played by Jennifer Goodwin.
Mm-hmm.
And they team up together, and they go find these missing mammals that have gone missing.
And it takes like a whole predator against prey thing that becomes like a whole
and it's a completely original spin on the whole predator prey thing too, which is really cool. They all live in harmony together in Zootopia.
Yeah. Because, zoos and all the animals live.
Yeah, and it was really cool because they divided the city up into like different biomes and stuff like that,
So
like desert, Arctic, tropical jungle area.
There was a city one where like they all just like do whatever they want there.
Do whatever they want,
there's like a rat city in there too, where it's
Oh
like
yeah, the mouse city. Yeah.
It's like all smaller and like for whatever reason it's in the middle of the city, like in the middle of a road. Like it doesn't make any sense because if someone were to
run over it.
Yeah, make the wrong turn by not turning. That's a lot of dead animals right there.
That's a lot of dead citizens.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's pretty much the general basis of Zootopia. And yeah, you and I both really like this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great movie. One of the better animated movies I've seen in the past couple years. So, So, what did we like about this movie? Well, I'll start. Is the first thing that really caught my attention when watching this movie was the writing and how on point it was.
Yeah.
What I really liked about this movie was that it's not just about like overcoming the obstacles and like the odds and stuff like that. This movie's about like racism and racial profiling and drugs, and like it's all presented within like this little kid, like very innocent, without being preachy format, which really benefits the movie because it doesn't come off as heavy-handed and it doesn't come off as preachy and like pretentious and whatnot.
This movie speaks volumes, especially when it comes out in the more or less time like right now.
Yeah, exactly. With all this like Black Lives Matter stuff and like all this like Syrian stuff that's going on, and it like really came out at like the perfect time where like if you can get a poignant message across with having anthropomorphic animals talk about it, like you're doing something right, and you're being extremely creative while doing that and teaching kids a really cool lesson while doing so. And that's what I really liked about this movie. The writing was absolutely fantastic. And another thing I really liked was the animation. I actually watched a little thing on Facebook when I got home from the movie about like the making of Zootopia, and it's the most complicated animated movie ever made so far. Just on Judy Hopps alone, there's 250 million individual strands of hair that they animated by hand on her. And Nick Wilde had like somewhere around like 210 million, around there. And like every single character had like millions and millions of animated strands of hair, just like by hand. And like cloth physics and stuff like that were all done by hand, animated by hand. Like a ridiculous amount of work went into this movie. And it's like the most detailed animated movie released thus far, like ever. And I really appreciated how much effort they put into this movie, because not only does it look absolutely gorgeous, the animation is fluid. It's absolutely fantastic. It's colorful, but mixed with its really cool message that we mentioned before about like racism and racial profiling, it really comes off as like a really just creative, beautiful, and poignant movie that is really, really cool. What did you like about the movie?
Yeah, lots of colors, lots of colorful movements and everything. Everything a kid would want, really.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm more or less looking at it as a 6-year-old. So as long as there's like something moving on screen and it's colorful, I think I would like this movie.
And that was another thing, really, too, is that this movie didn't really have a dull moment.
Yeah.
Like, when looking at it, everything was constantly moving. It was very fast-paced. And that was cool because it kept my attention throughout the whole thing, and the pacing was really good, so...
Yeah. I liked Jason Bateman. I think he was my favorite.
Jason Bateman was easily one of my favorite probably my favorite character in the movie, yeah. He owned his role as Nick Wilde.
It was perfect.
Yeah,
Spot
totally.
on. 10 out of 10.
He really, honestly, if you're familiar with Jason Bateman's other works, he kind of reminds me as a little bit of Michael Bluth, with a little bit of the character he played in his own movie, Bad Words, sprinkled with a little bit of, charm, like Pierce Brosnan charm. He was, equally witty, sly, because he's a fox, he was equally witty, sly, scummy, but absolutely and utterly likable. He was one of the most likable characters in this movie, and Jennifer Goodwin too. Yeah. Her as Judy Hopps, she was very, very likable.
What else is she in? Because I didn't recognize
she's in that show Once Upon a Time. My mom and sister watch it. I don't really dabble in that, but she was really good in this movie.
Fuck that show.
Man,
continue.
But yeah, Jennifer Goodwin was really in it. It was really cool in it. She was very charismatic, very energetic. She came off as really funny. Yeah, so I really liked her performance in it. Idris Elba in this movie as the chief. Mm-hmm. He was really cool also. Very threatening, but also very funny.
He was a bison or a yak?
Yeah, he was like a bison buffalo maybe? I don't know. It didn't really... It looked like a mixture between a couple animals.
Point is, he was big.
Yeah, the point is he was big and he was scary, but also very funny in the movie too. So that was really cool to see. And Shakira as the gazelle pop star, which was really cool to see.
They have Shakira.
Yeah, I remember I leaned over to you. I was like, dude, that's fucking Shakira. But yeah, overall the voice cast was really, really good in this movie. I think it was some of the better voice acting that in an animated movie this decade so far. I think. Definitely, Jason Bateman. Definitely, he owned his role.
And my boy J.K. Simmons was in the
movie. Oh yeah,
too.
Our boy J.K. Simmons is in the shout. Yo, shout out to J.K. Simmons. Yeah, we love you, J.K.
Yeah. J.K. If you ever want to come on the show.
Yeah, honestly, J.K. We'll hit you up on Twitter after we upload this video. Seriously, if you want to come on the show, I know we only have 22 subscribers and we record from the room in my house. But we're professionals.
We're mobile. We can go wherever we want.
Yeah, we can totally go wherever we want, as long as it's within 50 miles of our current location. Yeah. Sure, that's fine. We know you live in LA, but come on, JK. Yeah. You got moolah. You can fly out here. Come on.
You know what? To spice it up a little bit, I have pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, dude, we got pictures out the wazoo. Some indecent, mind you. Some indecent. But mostly decent photos of Spider-Man.
I got a picture of Spider-Man peeing outside the alley, if you want.
Yeah, dude, I got him hanging upside down, peeing off the roof of the Empire State Building, if you want that shiznat.
I have a picture of Spider-Man peeing. That's it.
That's it.
That's actually all we have.
It's just some random kid in a Halloween costume in a bathroom stall of a subway.
You didn't say the real Spider-Man. You said a picture of Spider-Man.
It's like some fat drunk dude in the subway bathroom just peeing.
He just has a Spider-Man t-shirt.
Spider-Man t-shirt. And he's like, "Oh, I'm Spider-Man." He falls over and eats the urinal cake. And he's like, But JK, come on the show, bro. We love you. Well, you totally deserved that Oscar 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were really... JK was really good in the movie as Mayor Lionheart. He's a dick, but likable, but scummy, but he was... Every character... That's what I really liked about this movie. Every character had different... had so much character depth.
Yeah, it had so many character traits to them. It was
it was really cool. Yeah, that's one of the really good things about this movie.
Carbon Freeze is playing
Counter-Strike. Yeah, shout out to Carbon Freeze. Fuck you, Damien. Piece of shit.
Damien, I want to have your jawline one day. Just for one day, that's all I want.
Yeah, also, get Rocket League. Or don't, because it's really funny when Anthony invites you and you never answer.
Yeah, pussy.
Or, no, you do answer, and then you're going, bro, I don't have it. And you're like, get it. And you're like, no.
Bro, I don't have Rocket League.
Yeah. Fuck you and your jawline, Damien. Get Rocket League.
Yeah, go fly your fucking... Go fly your fucking...
go fly your planes.
Yeah, go fly your fucking planes.
Anyway.
Yeah, so fuck you.
Yeah, that was also one of the good about this movie. Fuck you, Damien was one of the goods about this movie.
Yeah, some kid named Damien in it. Fuck him.
But yeah, other than the animation, the writing, the acting,
we're calling out a lot of our viewers.
yeah, we really are.
That's two maybe.
Besides J.K. Simmons, like,
Yeah, besides J.K. Simmons, we call out almost every one of our viewers.
yeah, almost.
Almost.
You're next. Whoever you are, whoever we decide to call out next.
Insert YouTube username here. You're next.
I'm gonna do like one of those things where it's like, yeah, we're coming for you, Damien. Next week, it's like where I like voice over whatever it is into the thing.
Hey, Steve, we're coming for you next. We know where you live, Steve. We can kill you and your family, Steve.
We don't have a viewer named Steve.
I don't think we have a viewer named Steve. If we do, we apologize.
Yeah, we're sorry, Steve. You're cool. Thanks for watching the Cinema
Yeah.
Dash. You're awesome. But anyway,
as to everyone else, thank you.
yeah, thanks guys. 22 subscribers. You know, it may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot to us, and we're really cool with that.
It's you know what, $22 is a lot for a lot of money in your wallet. Put it
Yeah,
that way.
$22 is a lot of money in your wallet,
Yeah. So
especially when you're in college.
especially when you
It's like $1,000 bucks.
Yeah. Especially when you have them in singles, and then like you go to the strip club and you're like, oh, I want some of those strangles. Yeah,
exactly.
And I'm like, I gotta keep some of these to get my Uber ride home. But I mean, you can have a couple.
Anyway, so what else did you like about the movie, Ant?
I have no clue what the fuck we're doing right now.
Neither do I. So what did you like about the movie, Ant?
Besides Jason Bateman, I mean, I like and J.K. Simmons obviously. I like the scenery. I like all the locations they use in the entire
The
movie.
backgrounds and stuff like that. Yeah,
Like,
very varied.
Yeah, like yeah, we're gonna use all like the biomes we're gonna use. Like, Zootopia is and we used basically every one except for like the desert one. I don't think they used.
No, there was like the one shot in the beginning of the camels running. Yeah.
And you mentioned Ray Romano for whatever reason.
I was like, guys, it's Ray Romano. Ray Romano looks like a camel. Look at him. He's a camel.
No.
All right, whatever. Anyway,
If you want, friends of ours out there who know Photoshop, Photoshop Ray Barone's face. That's his name. Ray Romano's face. Sorry, that's.
it's okay.
Yeah, just do that. Photoshop his face onto the body of a camel.
And then make a speech bubble that says "fuck you, Robert."
Yeah. and then email to us at
email to us at thecinema-@gmail.com.
Yeah, the cinema dash one
At
word
Gmail.
lowercase at gmail.com.
Yeah, we'll be waiting. We'll
Yeah.
be eagerly refreshing our inbox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly think that covers all of the good about the movie. Yeah, acting, writing, anime, really almost everything about this movie was really good. What didn't we like?
Try just you go first.
Oh
and
no.
And then I'll handle my part.
Oh no. All right. Well, my one main gripe with this movie is that there's kind of a lull in between the second and third acts.
A lull.
A lull.
A lull.
A lull.
I'll laugh out loud.
Get out. Get out. Get out. All right. Anyway, there was kind of a lull in between the second and third acts of this movie, but it wasn't necessarily bad. It just kind of slowed down a little bit and was a little uninteresting. But it wasn't necessarily bad. It served its part in the story. It didn't take away from the story, and it added to the story. It's just, I don't really know. It was just kind of, we're in a movie where everything is so fast paced and there's continuous pacing, continuous laughs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It just seems that it was kind of devoid of laughter, but presenting a lot of action, I guess. Yeah. So that was really my one main, I think, one gripe I had with it. Another gripe that I had with it was that, I guess, not enough J.K. Simmons. I mean, J.K. Simmons' character was really cool in it.
That's the problem with every movie.
Yeah, that's probably
even movies that he's not in.
Even movies that he's not in. There's not enough J.K. Simmons. That's why no movie's perfect besides Drive. But J.K. Simmons.
He was in Drive?
No, J.K. Simmons was not in Drive.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, what did you like about the movie? I'm gonna brace myself for the impact here.
I'll cushion it for you. So to start off, I think the only couple things about the movie that this is kind of nitpicking. Not really nitpicking, but you can kind of see.
Yeah, my grip was basically a nitpick, honestly.
The one part of it was kind of slow at sometimes, like you said, and then sometimes it was predictable at some points in the movie.
Yeah, honestly, that's another gripe that I had with the movie is that it kind of falls into a little bit of cliche.
Well, I think that's kind of more or less why it was it's kind of why it was more toward children.
I also think that's kind of like a staple of Walt Disney animation.
Is it like, I mean, they're all like, all the movies are figured for children, so it's
Yeah.
gotta be like, you know, so a child can follow it pretty easily.
Yeah, exactly.
So as long as it's predictable, if it's predictable for an adult and not for a child, I think it succeeds.
Yeah, totally.
But you know, like I said, it's predictable at some points. Like there's some parts where like the lion, you know, like when you get first introduced to him, like, oh, he's the higher up power, something's gonna happen with him
Yeah.
in a cop movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it's, I guess, just to reiterate, my main gripes of the movie was that there was a lull in between the second and third act, and that occasionally at points there was some cliche moments,
Yeah,
but they
that's
ended up
it.
working out in the end.
and then it was a little bit predictable.
It was just a little bit predictable.
All right.
So yeah, what
So
was
now-
it? What's the main
so
thing
now-
here?
all
What's
right.
the main event?
So for those of you who stuck around with us in the first season, or been with us since the first season, you would know that I had a lot of problems with Jurassic World and a lot of problems with Mission Impossible. And we've argued about this many times, whether or not those were good or bad movies. I still hold a strong, firm opinion about my opinions, and you still hold a very...
Well, no, I completely agreed with you about Jurassic World. Like, Jurassic World's a fucking awful movie.
All right, well, let's just...
It's just the one thing
yeah.
I didn't agree with you was Mission Impossible.
Well, let's not go into that again.
Yeah, I agree with
We
that, I
promise
agree
not to
with
do that again.
Yes,
Also, you're
we
fucking
will.
wrong. But besides that, we go. So we go to Zootopia. It's all right. Here's a little backstory for all of us,
All right, yeah.
for all you
Yes,
viewers here.
yes.
So we go into the movie. It's Friday night. It's opening night. Opening day, rather.
Oh, I know what you're gonna
Yeah.
talk about. Okay.
So it's opening day, Friday night. Opening night, whatever you want to call it, because sometimes like Thursday, open it on Thursday.
All
and
right,
that's
yeah,
like
continue,
Yeah, you get the fucking point. Anyway, we go in a little bit early, and the theater's not that full. It's not that full. Kind of like, oh, okay, maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe a lot of people didn't want to see this movie, whatever.
The majority little
yeah.
kids. I would say majority little kids with their
yeah,
parents.
Yeah, so far like not that many people. Like, I
Yeah,
understand-
no, I'm saying like there
yeah.
wasn't that many people, but like the majority of the people
Yeah.
that were there were little kids and their parents.
Yeah, it's some like teenagers too. Like
Yeah, some teenagers were walking in, a couple kids that were our age were walking in
Yeah.
too. So
So like I said, movie.
yeah,
more-
pretty diverse crowd.
Yeah,
I would say yeah.
more centered toward kids, but everyone can enjoy this movie.
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
said.
totally.
All right, so we go in like 15 minutes early, let's say. We keep waiting. We're on our phones talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Watching like the little movie trivia things on
Yeah,
the screen.
yeah.
I got a couple of them wrong, so I can just go fuck myself. If you think I'm just fucking stupid, go fuck yourself anyway.
Oh my god.
So time keeps going on, and more people just start coming in the theater. And I noticed that it's a lot more kids, like young kids, and their parents who are also generally young, like 5-year-olds, 6, 7, couple babies here and there, whatever. Because they're
It's a kids movie, so
Yeah.
you're gonna expect
Yeah,
that.
like I
regardless,
said.
So yeah.
and it's opening night, and it's also at night. And we see this movie at like I think 8 o'clock or
We started
something.
like 7:15, but like
7:15.
it started around
So-
like 7:40.
Yes, and it's gonna end late. So I'm like, okay, there's not gonna be that many kids here. Like, who parent in the right mind would bring their kid to like maybe a scary movie? Because there might be a couple of jump scares here and there because animals and like prey versus.
But there was a scary scene in the movie.
Yeah,
too.
there were a couple parts where they jumped at the kids and everything. So this is like 5 minutes before like the movie, like all the lights go down and like all the previews start. By the time the movie started, it was a packed house. I want to say 85% to 90% of the people in that theater were families with very young children. So keep that in mind. And
Which is to be expected.
yeah, like I said, but you got just young kids, like very young kids. Couple like I said, a lot of babies for whatever reason, too.
Yeah, I didn't get either.
Yeah.
honestly.
So this will all come in more later on to my discussion. Excuse me. Movie starts, previews go, a little bit rowdy because they're like, "Oh, mommy, daddy, I want to see that movie." I'm like, okay.
No, son, that has Ice Cube being a gangbanger.
No. Whatever. Point is, so the movie starts, and the kids just, are just as loud as they were before the movie started. I'm like, well, what the fuck? I can't really hear parts of the movie. Like, a lot of the beginning of the movie I didn't really follow because, all the kids were talking. And we had a family behind us, too. And, they had a young, I think like 3 kids.
2 young girls.
2 young girls and a baby.
Yes.
I want to say like 4 years old were the 2 girls, and the baby was a baby. Unless like he wasn't walking or anything, and it still had to be held. So I'm guessing like a year, maybe less than a year, whatever. So, continue to watch this movie, and there's no end in sight when it comes to the kids being fucking annoying.
And you and me looked at each other multiple times throughout the movie, like,
and
when are these kids gonna shut the fuck up?
Yeah, and I just want to say that
Cinema Dash PSA right now. If you don't shut your kids up during a movie, or because this family was making no attempt, to silence their kids.
I'll give them that they did try to shut their kids up, but they were being louder than their kids to shut their kids up, which does not work. That does not work, parents. Just fucking take the kid out of the room and say, listen, just shut your goddamn mouth, little kid. There's a fucking movie. Everyone wants to listen to it. So, and they didn't. No one did that. No one left the movie theater. So all you kept hearing was like the movie. You barely hear the movie. A lot of shushing, and a lot of shh, and a lot of kids just not listening. So, I just want to say, to those of you who have kids or are planning on having kids later on in life, I want to make a new rule. If I were to open a movie theater, I want to have a rule where you cannot bring a child under the age of 7. They have to be 7 to watch all the movies. You can bring them to whatever movie, like rated G, rated PG, PG-13 with an adult, R with an adult, whatever. I mean, to the right R-rated R movie with an adult, because like, if you're bringing that kid to see Deadpool, I'm not gonna allow you, because that movie's just way too. It's way too. Oh,
that movie's not for kids.
Yeah, that's definitely not. They're gonna be asking a lot of questions after that movie.
Daddy, what if when he said I was gonna be huge in my hand?
Don't.
Shut up, Scott. Don't worry about it.
Shut the fuck up. So yeah, I want to that's the thing I want to start. Like, just don't bring a kid to the movies, or a baby, especially a baby, because if you want to have
the baby's not even gonna get it.
Number one, the baby will not remember it. Maybe 2-3 days after that.
Because, not even in that moment.
Because the baby's fucking stupid. Let's just be honest here. The baby has it's learning its kinetic skills and all. Like, it's like,
oh dude, Hornez and psychology's coming back up top.
Yeah, so I just want to say that the baby is generally stupid. I'm not saying that the baby's stupid like DJ.
Shout out to Miss Hornez.
No, anyway, fuck you. So she's not gonna listen to this anyway. So, like I said, the baby's not. I'm not saying the baby's stupid. I'm saying the baby's got it's still learning a lot, like in terms of being a baby, in terms of being like a person.
Shout out to being a baby.
Yeah, shout out to being a baby. Shout out to all those babies out there. Cute little babies. Because they're learning how to, like, no, you went too far. They're learning to walk. They're learning to hold things. They're learning to babble. They're learning to talk. They're learning to look straight.
They're learning to shit. They're learning how to piss. They're learning how to throw up. They're learning how to be annoying.
Yeah, and they're not gonna understand any part of this movie because they don't know anything. They don't know. They don't know anything. So I just want to say right now, we'll get real close to the mic for this one too. You ready for this one, everyone? Good. If I see one more parent, their fucking children who are less than 7 years old, if I see one goddamn baby in that theater, I will not hesitate. Repeat, will not hesitate to snap each individual neck of the child, of the baby, of the adult, of the parent. Do I make myself fucking clear? Thank you. And on to the review. So that's my one major gripe with the movie was the fact that just a lot of fucking kids. And I understand that it was like a kids movie,
but about the movie itself, like that's not fair.
It's totally fair.
It's not fair. You can't downgrade the score of the movie because of an theater experience.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
It's a movie that is centered toward children. That
had nothing to do with the making of the movie.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Because
oh my god, no! This is not being an argument. You're wrong. Official Cinema Dash rating: Anthony Gabinelli. Fuck you out of 10. Let's go.
So, if you make a movie that is centered on children will want to go see it.
Yes.
Then they have to bring the adults to get them to see that movie because I think everyone knows that a child cannot drive themselves to the movie theater because they're too stupid to drive a car, and also laws prohibit children from driving a car by themselves. if you make a movie for children, you're gonna want to make it where it'll be enjoyable for everyone. And this movie succeeds in that. But it's got to be to the point where the child will sit down and be totally like with the movie and totally be like, I'm trying to find the word. I want to say like totally just be with the movie. You want to just like be invested. Thank you.
You're
with
welcome.
the movie. So they'll keep quiet and calm down and everything. And they'll just be quiet and watch the movie and say, "Oh, that was a cool scene. I like that because the rabbit just kicked that weasel's butt or whatever because that happened in the movie. And that fox is a cool character and he said something funny, so I'll laugh at that. Haha. Maybe not like that. Maybe we'll just laugh. Whatever." So it's to the fault of the people who make the movie that it makes the kids rowdy and and for whatever reason uncomfortable, have to say stupid shit. Done.
Is that going to lower your score of the actual craft of the movie?
I'm still giving it a pretty high score. I'm just not giving it. I told you what the score was as soon as we came out of the theater, and I think it's a pretty high score. And I don't think I.
No, I'm saying, does the fact that... Are you lowering the score because... Get that fucking smile off your face, you piece of shit. I'll fucking kill you.
What?
I'll fucking kill you.
What?
Are you can't downgrade a score of a movie. You can't downgrade the craft of the film because of a theater experience.
I just
If
explained
you
it.
saw The Godfather in the movie theater, all right, which is lauded as a perfect film by many publications,
Yeah.
and a baby was crying in the movie, you would downvote the score of the actual film,
No.
and not your theater experience.
No, because that movie's not promoted for children.
It doesn't matter if it's promoted for children or not.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Why would it?
Anthony,
Why would someone bring their
all right,
baby to
fine.
see
An animated
Godfather?
movie, another animated movie. All right, Akira.
Okay.
What is largely considered as the greatest anime of all time. It's an animated movie, correct?
Yes.
Would you agree with me that it's an animated
Yes.
movie? Yes.
But I don't think it's generated.
If somebody bought theuld 6-year-old kid in the movie and they saw it, you're telling me that you would give it like a 9.5 out of 10. You would just completely not credit the actual making of the film, like the animation.
Well, no, because that movie's not generated toward kids.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's like how Godfather's not.
Zootopia doesn't matter. Zootopia is you would downvote Zootopia because of its like you would take away score because get that fucking smirk off your face. You would downvote you would take away the score from Zootopia, right? All right, say you're gonna give it a 10 out of 10, right? But you had a really bad. I know. I'm saying hypothetically, you give it a 10 out of 10.
Zootopia.
Yes.
Okay.
Hypothetically, you give it a 10 out of 10.
Which I'm
all right? Which you're not. You give it a 10 out of 10. All right? Hypothetically.
Which I'm not.
I want to fucking kill you.
Keep going.
Hypothetically, you give it a 10 out of 10. All right? Get that fucking. Don't even fucking say it.
Which I'm not.
I hate you. All right. And a kid is sitting behind you, and he's just like, Daddy, what's that? All right? You would downvote. You would take away from the score of the movie, of like the animation, the voice acting, of everything that went into this movie. You would give it a lesser score because of the theater experience you had.
I mean, was that kid being fucking annoying?
It doesn't matter if the kid was being annoying or not.
Because if he asks the one question, then I'm not gonna.
But why are you objectively giving it a lower score because of a bad theater experience? That's just not fair.
I just explained it.
But that doesn't. Oh my god, that doesn't.
I just explained it.
Doesn't fucking matter though.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I'll have you know that I saw Southpaw last year in the movie theater, and I had a different type of movie theater experience that was still not the best because the audio in the listening to the movie was a little off. Because
But it was like unsynchronized.
It was like, it wasn't like
It was like low.
when I saw Southpaw in the theater in Wildwood. It wasn't like the best quality. Like, I'm talking like this. I'm talking to you, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
The way I heard the movie in the theater was I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you right now. Blah 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 blah. So I saw Southpaw. So I give, and I'm not. Of course, we didn't review it, but I like that. I was like one of my favorite movies of last year but I lowered the score because of the audio quality, because I didn't know that was in the movie, actually.
But you know it wasn't. You know it wasn't in the movie, actually. It was the speaker system.
I have not seen the movie since, so I would not know.
You watched the trailer, correct?
Yes.
Then there you go! Was the audio fine in the trailer?
I mean, I don't remember.
Oh my god, Anthony. You can't do that. That's not fair.
No, it's totally fair.
It's totally not fair. You can't lower the craft of a film. You can't lower the score based on your bad theater experience. That's just not ethical.
Isn't the craft of the movie also the experience of the movie?
No! It's two totally different things. Making a movie and watching a movie is two totally different experiences.
People make the movie so I can experience and like the movie. In my experience of liking the movie, many kids, in fact, probably half the entire fucking theater were annoying as fuck. So, I give the movie a lower score than a 10 out of 10 because one of the reasons why.
First off, the movie's not a 10.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 either.
We're both giving it a similar score, correct?
Sure.
Like, you and I said the same thing. You agreed with me, because you asked me first, and I said, whatever out of 10. And then you said, oh yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Sure. Me too.
So yeah, I feel like the movie, while it was very good, and I feel like many people would enjoy it, my theater experience, regardless of whether or not Disney had a hand in my bad movie experience, which they kind of did because they promoted it to kids and kids would want to see it, makes me want to lower the score. Just like how it was predictable and predictable at some point.
Yeah, but those are valid criticisms. Having it be predictable, having a lull between the second and third acts, and having it fall into cliche sometimes are valid criticisms.
Maybe I should
lowering the score of a movie because of a bad theater experience is not a valid criticism. If you write that in a professional publication, you're gonna be laughed at.
I'll change my wording for it then.
Okay, fine.
I didn't like the fact that it was centered toward it was advertised for children, as much as it was. So
then why did you say it?
Because it was a Disney movie. Disney movies are good, a majority of the time. Just like most Marvel movies are good, except for Fantastic Four or Four.
Excuse me, it's Fan-4-Stick.
Fan-4-Stick, sorry.
It's okay.
And Daredevil and Elektra, which many people forget is actually more.
Oh my God, Elektra! Yeah.
Blade Trilogy.
Trilogy.
A trilogy. Is it?
All right. Blade 1 was okay. Blade 2 was okay. Blade 3 was a shit stain.
That's why I said Blade Trinity.
Trinity.
Because it was a trilogy and it was Trinity. So Trinity.
Okay.
That's my reasoning.
The original Captain America from 1990.
Never saw it, so I don't have an opinion on it.
Don't worry about it. Doesn't exist as far as.
How about the never released original
Fan-4-Stick movie?
Fantastic. Oh, the original two, the first two.
Oh yeah, they're terrible as well.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne played the Silver Surfer. I did not know that.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Look that shit up.
I'll look it up after we're done with the episode.
No, whatever. But Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
What am I doing?
No,
Lawrence Fishburne doing?
Yeah.
It's Fishburne. He's in a lot of stuff. He's gonna be Batman v Superman.
Well, he was also
Peggy,
in Man of Steel.
Or his Perry.
Yeah, he was Man of Steel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a shit film.
We're not having this argument. You all know our opinions on Man of Steel.
Yes.
I personally think it's up there with Dark Knight, and you think it's one of the worst superhero films ever made. But hey,
one of the worst films, in my opinion.
One of the worst films ever made?
It's in my top. It's my bottom 5 movies of all time.
All right, no, thank you, no.
Number 3.
That is not no.
Number 3.
You're telling me. You're telling me. A movie with that was lauded for its filmmaking and not lauded for its story, characters, and everything else is a badly made movie.
Yes.
The one thing they praised about the movie, you're saying is bad. I'm sorry, I spit on you.
I think the movie overall is trash.
I think you're trash.
You're fucking trash.
Fuck you.
I think you make this channel fucking trash.
Oh yeah, the guy who does all the work for it. Yeah, you're just here.
Yeah, I handle all the social media, and you can't even spell fucking words right.
Fuck you, kid.
That's why I took over it.
Yeah, I want to see you edit this episode then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway.
So.
Just making sure it's not on the stop button.
So.
You know, Ant?
To stop all the stop
You know, Ant?
Yes.
We may have different opinions on movies.
Yes.
you know, you're still my friend.
You know, Deej, you may have differing opinions on movies, but you're still my friend. Also,
High five for friendship.
Yeah, ready? Well, 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Can't feel my hand anymore.
Look at that spike.
Dude, look at that audio spike. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Alright, so honestly, I think we said all we needed to say about Zootopia.
I want to look at that when we finish.
Yeah,
the
right.
movie.
Honestly, I feel like we said all we needed to say about Zootopia.
Yes.
We both really liked the movie. We both thought it was a great movie.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. I'm an idiot too. But he's more of an idiot than
No,
me
you're
because
more of an idiot. Fuck you.
because he's fucking stupid.
If any of you people are subscribed to his personal channel, unsubscribe to it.
Okay.
Not our channel, like his personal one, Deej's personal channel, the Dark Cartographer. Go ahead, unsubscribe to that one, because this kid's an idiot.
All right.
And you can't say anything about my channel because it's a personal YouTube channel and no one subscribed to it. Because I don't make movies. Because I
Yeah.
don't put.
Thank you for proving my point, you piece of shit.
So you can. No one can unsubscribe to me.
You gonna feel bad about yourself, or you could also feel bad about not having.
I don't feel bad
subscribers.
about my YouTube channel having no videos on it. I just don't choose to.
Get a load of this fucking guy.
I just choose not to make my own videos. If I were to put one up, maybe.
Maybe be me wanking, but never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind about that.
Be taken down. You know what? I saw a couple videos on YouTube, which I would think would to be taken down because the whole nudity on YouTube thing is not allowed.
Is it from Critical?
Yes.
Yeah. Same.
Those are real things.
Mhm.
Saw them all.
I looked them up.
Yep. So same.
And
So
they were hot.
So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Official Cinema Dash rating of Zootopia.
Okay. You go first. 'Cause I still gotta think of my official rating.
Why don't you go first?
I have a burp. Hold on. Alright, suck me out. Whatever. I would give this movie. I would topple down 8 out of 10 Mouth Cities. That's it.
That's it. I would buy 9 out of 10 jumbo popsicles and then melt them down and then refreeze them
That's not what they called
and
them.
then they were jumbo pops. They were jumbo pops.
Jumbo Bops?
Jumbo pops.
Jumbo Bops.
Yeah,
That's worse than Trinity.
I would Trinity. Then I would refreeze them and resell them to customers on the streets
Who are all
lemmings.
That's
Who are all lemmings. And then I would take said profits and pay my little fox companion,
Little fake fox friend.
who has a deep
Voice.
black man's voice, and he would drive my van, which I have painted on the side Pussy Wagon, and then I would drive that off into the sunset with all of my money, and then move on to the next city and rinse and repeat.
I would visit 8 out of the 10 biomes in Zootopia. I would jump 8 out of 10 ice walls and Zootopia police training. Remember the beginning of the movie?
I remember.
I would look up out of 10 times I would look up Rule 34 for Zootopia 8 times. Just
a lot of times, eh?
Just like you did before this.
I looked it up once, so
Oh, once is enough.
fair enough. All right, everybody.
We apologize for this episode.
We apologize for this episode again. Well, honestly, it's becoming a trend that we're apologizing after all of our episodes.
Can we just apologize as the ending for the ending?
Yeah, there's a big "we're sorry" just goes across the screen. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching once more. We super appreciate it. Again, always really humbled.
Disclaimer.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We're not allowed to say humbled.
Why?
Game Grumps. Never mind. Game Grumps shit. But we're super we're super appreciative.
A little
of
disclaimer:
stuff.
the views and opinions of the Cinema Dash hosts, Deej and Gabs, are not associated with the opinions and views of our producers, Anthony, Deej, and Gabs. So yeah.
This was made. This podcast was made by a team of multi-religious, multi-racial, and trans,
A multi-gendered
production, aka me and Anthony. No, we're just kidding. But yeah.
Let's little review of what we want to
little
say.
review of Zootopia.
We love you. we insulted a lot of you. We take it all back, and we send more love your way. So, Damien, we're sorry, and Peter, I'm not sorry. This is Gabs.
And I'm Deej.
And fuck you, Peter.